life just gets hard, and, all you have to do is do what's right and fair, that pleases the Lord and brings him more than just sacrifices, right? Like, really just be a good person. And sometimes you just have to keep going. Sometimes you just have to keep moving. Sometimes you just have to keep moving, have to keep going, have to keep moving.
Sometimes.
Life can get really, really crazy. Wicked people are controlled by their conceit and their arrogance, and, that's a bad thing. Make sure you always plan carefully so that you have plenty. We in the energy of Proverbs today, right? And sometimes we have to take ourselves back to things so that we can just remember, right?
I was thinking about it, and I was just saying, like, sometimes.
You just have to keep moving.
Sometimes.
You just have to keep praying.
Sometimes.
You just have to keep moving, have to keep praying, have to keep moving.
Sometimes.
It's like the one that starts the war, they typically always lose. So, make sure you pick and choose your battles wisely. Your light will always irritate their demons. So, just keep doing you. Sometimes you just have to keep praying.
Sometimes.
You just have to keep smiling.
Sometimes.
You just have to keep praying, have to keep smiling, have to keep praying. Right? It's like, a wise person is, they learn from what they are taught. The foolish, they just want to be foolish. So don't be fooled by the foolish, right? And sometimes you might feel lost, but sometimes you just have to keep going.
Sometimes.
You just have to keep praying.
Sometimes.
You just have to keep moving, have to keep going, have to keep moving.
Sometimes.
Life can get very, very hard. It can get scary. And, make sure you always listen to the cry of the poor. If we don't listen to the cry of the poor, then when we cry out for something, it won't be heard. And sometimes you may not have a lot to give, and then sometimes you will. But always give your best, right? And sometimes you just have to keep going.
Sometimes.
You just have to keep praying.
Sometimes.
You just have to keep going, have to keep moving, have to keep praying.
Sometimes.
It's like when those challenges come up in life, you just gotta hold steady. Know that God is God. Be still. Know that God is God. No matter what it looks like, things are always gonna appear one way. Evil wants you to give up, right before you're at the finish line, right before things are about to get good for you. Evil just wants to confuse you. And remember, God is not a God of confusion. So sometimes you just got to keep praying.
Sometimes.
You just got to keep smiling.
Sometimes.
You just got to keep praying, got to keep smiling, got to keep praying.
Sometimes.
It's like sometimes you go through things and you don't even know what to do or how to handle it, so you just gotta ask God to help you with those kind of things. It's like when you're going through something and you know that it's spiritual, because we fight against principalities and wickedness, right? It's spiritual. So when you feel this heavy weight on yourself, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do, right? Sometimes you just have to keep praying.
Sometimes.
You just have to keep smiling.
Sometimes.
You just have to keep praying, have to keep smiling, have to keep praying. It's like the enemy flees every time you pray. So it's like, keep praying, no matter what it looks like. Challenges are always going to be there. Troubles always come, but they never last. This too shall pass kind of energy. And love, you're surrounded by love, right? And evil can't stand in the presence of love. So continue to love, right? Give more love. Show more compassion, right? Be more empathetic with your brothers and sisters, right? Be quick quick to forgive. Like that kind of energy. You know?
Mm-hmm. We're gonna run them up one time. Welcome you all to the channel.
Hey y'all, welcome everyone.
Definitely a pleasure to have you here.
If you're new to the page, welcome. We are Elemental Beings.
And this is what we do.
Right? We come through with a message and some music for you, right? To lift your spirit. So if you're into that, then you might be into us.
So this is our theme song as a collective. And we like to bring into our
We like
the
to
energy
welcome you
in.
guys into
We like to
it.
welcome you in, like, so it's like this.
You know?
And it's collective, something we all can feel.
Yeah.
We've been going through some changes.
We've been going through some changes.
Yes, Lord, we've been going through some changes.
Yeah. We've been changing. We've been changing.
Still giving you the praises.
Still giving you the praises.
Yes, Lord, Yeshua, get the praises.
Yeshua.
Lord, if you with my battles.
Lord, if you with my battles.
Dear Lord, you've been with me with the battle.
Yeah, you be picking up my battles. Yeah, you be picking up my battles.
My God, you the greatest.
Oh, Lord, you the greatest.
Oh, God, my Lord, you the greatest.
Yeah, you the only one we praising. Yeah, you the only one we praising.
We ain't even got to fight no more.
We ain't even got to fight no more.
Dear Lord, you be working while we silent.
Yeah, we quiet now. Now we quiet now. We in the background.
We ain't even got to frown no more.
We ain't even got to frown no more.
So, dear Lord, we been working on smiling.
Yeah, we like to smile now. Yeah, it's about to smile now.
We've been going through some changes.
We've been going through some changes.
Yes, Lord, we've been going through some changes.
Yeah, my Lord. Yeah, Yeshua.
But still giving you the praises.
Still giving you the praises.
Yes, Lord, Yeshua, get the praises.
Yeah, Yeshua. Only one that we praising.
Lord, if it with the battle.
Lord, if it with my battle.
The devil tricky with the battle.
Devil tricky with the battle.
Lord, if it with the battle.
Lord, if it with the battle.
Dear Lord, you be shifting with the battle.
Yeah, you be shifting all the battles. Yeah, you be shifting all the battles.
My God, you the greatest.
Oh, Lord, you the greatest.
Oh, Lord, my Lord, you the greatest.
Yeshua.
You said, we ain't even gotta fight no more.
We ain't even gotta fight no more.
Dear Lord, you be working while we silent.
Yeah, we be silent now. Yeah, we be silent
You said
now.
that we don't even gotta frown
We
no
ain't
more.
even gotta frown no more.
So, Lord, we been working on smiling.
Yeah, we like to smile now. Yeah, we like to smile now. Yeah, we be smiling now. Yeah, we been going through some changes. Oh Lord, we been going through some changes.
Yeah, it changes, Lord. Yeah, it changes, Lord. Yeah.
We been giving you the praises. Oh Lord, you the only one we praising. You been picking up our battles. Oh Lord, you be fighting all our battles. We ain't even gotta fight no more. Oh Lord, you be working while we silent. Yeah. All praise to the Most High. Yeah. Yeshua.
Yeah, tribe.
Hey y'all.
So, before we jump into this, what's the T energy reading? First I want to say something that Spirit is giving me. Now, the thing about this is, when we step up here and we let our gifts flow through us, we say things and we communicate with spiritual entities. So if it happens to be you or somebody you know, just keep in mind that us as the readers and us as the intuitives and me as spirit medium, I don't know you. I don't know who you may be, but I know that the Spirit is giving me a message, and most likely it's to an entity or to a spirit. So I have a message for a congregation of some type of maybe warlocky wizards, right? But they meet on Fridays. And God says, whatever happened last Friday meeting, it set some things in motion, and it's real ugly, you know. So this is like a message to, and it's really centered around this, y'all. And this is one of the biggest downloads the Spirit gave me. When you look at the world and the way that the world is shifting, there's been a wealth transfer. And you may not see it in Donald Trump, right? But Spirit gave me this message, so I'm going to run with it. When you look at Donald Trump, we often see Donald Trump as being a certain evil, right? Somebody that we can't understand. But Sun Tzu says, choose your enemies wisely, for you will become them. So the enemy that Donald Trump has chosen is not us. The enemy that he has chosen is a demonic energy that thrives, and it moves and exists in occultic units, right? And these occultic units all throughout the world, they have been positioned where as though they have sway in the world. Like people connected to these energies, they get good jobs, you know, they often cause people to even have misfortunes. And, you know, nobody said, well, Trump is a person that sees this, right? So learn when you, because we view God and we view devil as God is white and devil is a red man with hood. But I want you to look at it from an energetic perspective. This man is effectively pushing back against the entities that have been in power. So a lot of this stuff is falling apart, right? A lot of what he's putting in play is
principalities and
it's against, right. The man is effectively choosing to go to war with in certain aspects with principalities and wickedness that have derailed us, right? And that's not to say he's spotless or without a blemish. No, it's not even about none of that, right?
Find a man that is.
You gotta begin to look at the spirit of people and what they doing and what's really going on. Look beyond the stereotype, the stereotypical and what we because we see people, we stereotype them, and we think this is going on. But spiritually, is a whole different thing going on. It's a war against good and evil in the spirit, right? And it's like a seeping spirit that it seeks to kind of like feed at the destruction of others. And you have people that have been supporting that system for a long, long time. Mm-hmm. Like, attacking people with energetic weapons and different kind of things. Like people have been, we've been in a situation where we've been like cattle.
That's why you have to spiritually segregate yourself.
Right.
From evil things.
Which is good. Mm-hmm. So we're going to get some What's the Tea energy out. The High Priest is here. I'm here. I'll be tapping in with some intuits.
Let's see what the energy is. What's your energy? Hey, y'all. Somebody said they be dead drumming the public sometimes. What does that mean? Are you trying to be?
Said he like this drum. Let me try this out.
All right, y'all, let's see. So we got a screenshot coming out. It says, getting evidence, proof, and facts, okay? I don't know. Someone could have sent you a screenshot. You could have seen something. You could have got some kind of evidence or some kind of proof. There's some facts about some kind of situation here. Okay, there could also be like someone screenshotting your photos or something like that. I don't know. A lot of divine beings are like being tracked down by like monitoring spirits. There are a lot of people that want to monitor and track you for some reason. So I don't know, something about getting proof, evidence, and facts here. Something about some kind of screenshot. Someone could be like trying to do something with someone's pictures or something. Fake flexing. Okay. Acts rich, flosses money, acts fancy, shows off, etc. I don't know. I feel like this is the energy of someone that like really needs. This is a person of the energy of a person that really needs to heal. There's something about someone that's not comfortable with themselves. When someone's in the energy of fake flexing and screenshotting and doing all that stuff, that's too much time on their hands. It's like if we spend more time focusing on ourselves and working on ourselves, we would be so much better as a collective. But there is an energy of someone out here that's like doing something.
The screenshot fake flexing, it's the kind of energy, like I'm saying, a person who's very demented in a way. Like they'll do stuff like take pictures of maybe like a whole lot of money, right? And they might send them to you like, you missing out. I'm getting it over here, right? It's like a fake flexing screenshot kind of energy. Like, the type of person that be like, see a nice car and be like, oh, get a picture of me standing over here by this car, right? And then post it as if like, like they really associated with that kind of energy.
Yeah, it's foolishness. The energy of evil will always try to like manipulate you and drag you and draw you in with material. So be careful of that, right? There could be a lot of energies wanting to like drag you in, off of what they can do for you or whatever. But the energy of the Bible says that if you sit down and eat with a wealthy man and he brings out like an expensive dish and you're hungry, you still probably shouldn't even finish all your food because you don't know if this person is trying to trick you, right? So I don't know. I feel like a trickster spirit, a trickster energy. I don't know, something about that. Let's see. Jackpot. I don't know. Winning money, got rich, inheritance, unexpected money. I feel like this is just spiritual abundance. As you go on your spiritual journey, the more wise you become, the more spiritually mature you become, you feel like you hit the jackpot, and it doesn't always equate to money. It's like spiritual abundance, spiritual deposits. When you can wake up every day and feel at peace in your mind, that's like hitting the jackpot. There are so many people that have lost their mind. There are so many people that they constantly stay in their mind in a negative way. So it's like, I don't know, something about you hitting the jackpot here. There could also be something like to do with like an inheritance. There could be someone that like stole someone's inheritance money or something, and they could be like flexing with this money.
I was about to say that.
Okay, something because like there could be some kind of evidence coming out about this.
It's like the energy of Spirit says a spiritual clown. Like this is a person that probably inherited some money from somebody or stole it, and they went about flexing with it. Taking, how people do when they spending people money that they might have stole or whatever. They go places, take screenshots, they flex like they earned it, or they flex like, I'm feeling that. Somebody got rich, unexpected money.
Yeah, someone could have did like some kind of overnight get rich scheme or something here, something about a scheme.
Insurance scam, tax fraud.
Definitely see like some kind of money scam here. And it's sad to say, but this could like have something to do with family and inheritance, When it comes down to money, I really learned that, the love of money is really evil. The things people do for the love of money is sickening, and you would be shocked how many people can be bought by $1, right? So I don't know, it's something about that here. There could be something coming out about this. Someone could have left you some property, some money. Someone could have did something, and someone could have like tried to cash out on this. This person could be like living this luxurious lifestyle while you're struggling, battling, trying to get this money back. Something about that is here. Love triangle, third party, multiple lovers, and choices. I don't know. There could be
somebody running around with some. Somebody running around with this inheritance money.
Yeah, someone's buying like, this is the energy of a person that if this person didn't have any money, most people probably The
Wouldn't
people
even,
that they date probably wouldn't even date
deal with
them.
it.
You know, this is the kind of like I'm hearing like dating for money kind of energy. I don't know, because there's something about, you know, you can have all the money in the world, but if you are a clown, you are a clown, and that's just who you are. You know, it's like money can't change your personality. And I don't know, it's like I'm picking up that kind of energy. There could be someone that, you know, you could have even loved someone that was like a clown. We all have, right? Because you love people for personalities, and this person could have like really started flexing on you after they got a couple dollars or something.
And the one thing I like to say about inheritances, and thank you, Spirit, inheritance are a form of energy. So if I transition and I leave an inheritance, that's my energy. Now, if I sign that to go somewhere and somebody tamper with that from the yamas, my soul gonna affect. It's like when you deal with inheritances, you dealing with energies that surround them. So if a person, God forbid, steals somebody's inheritance, that's ancestral warfare because somebody left that particularly for somebody. So when somebody take things like that, it never goes unnoticed and it never goes unchallenged, and it has horrible results in the 3D, particularly when you're dealing with inheritance money, right? Other money, all money ain't the same. When you're dealing with imagine a lot of us have a problem viewing ancestors, but think of it as this: you steal somebody money in the 3D, and they peoples in the yamas be like, "Oh, we gonna get that back. We about to move some things around because we gonna need to get that back, right?" So that's what happens. So when people steal inheritance, they be charged with the energy of folly. Like it's like, I stole this money. Let's go spend it. Let's go act a fool. But the whole time they being driven to that point. That's the way it's supposed to go. And it could be hurt if you're a person that had to sit back and watch people squander away your inheritance, but you will receive it because it's just energy. So even if it comes out of the literal bloodline of the people that stole it, see, ancestors, they don't play about that kind of thing, because it's like they left something for their folks, and
That's
somebody
why,
took it, and they feel a certain type of way all the way around the board.
you know, that's so real, because the energy of the Bible says like don't even move a property line that was left by your ancestors,
You heard me.
right? So how you think the ancestors feel if you steal somebody's inheritance? You
What?
know, now they got to go to spiritual court, and they got to fight over two people that belong to them, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
And it's wild because in the ancestral court system, right, it doesn't, we don't comprehend things in the 3D. But if you pay attention, spirit always talking and you always connected even to that realm. When people steal inheritances, they often hear that voice that be like, this not going to end well. It's not, because the ancestors, it goes to court. So while it's going to court, people are spending up their inheritance money. But when a decision is in ancestral court and the ancestors get the okay to run wild, that's when things begin to shift super fast. We only talking about inheritance money because it's a different kind of money, right? Why you think back in the day, right, people didn't steal inheritances because they were spiritually connected. They would steal other money, but inheritance, they be like, no, well, no, I don't want none of that. I ain't even bother that, because they was aware that, do you know the energy that's attached to that right there? Not jackpot energy. And like she said, with this love triangle, like, you know, it's like,
See, we got groupie coming out. Okay, I don't know. I feel like, you know, there's someone, and I don't know. It's like this person is still in a low vibration. You know, this is a person that's still moved by earthly things. This person's sexual energy is so out of alignment. You know, it's like this person would probably sleep with anything, not understanding that some people have sexual demons attached to them, and then you go and you entangle your spirit with them, and now you have this spiritual demon on you. It's like, I don't know, something about that here. Someone likes a lot of attention. They like to use money to get attention, and I don't know, this person could even like lure in younger women.
Yeah.
This could be like a sick older person, man or woman, because we always talk about what men do, but women do sick things to people too. So I don't know, they take their message how it resonates, but there's some kind of foul energy here that I really don't like. I would also say that, if you are surrounding yourself with people that have a certain status, be aware of your surroundings. There are so many things that happen in these kind of groups, and a lot of times we are blinded by, the money or whatever is around that they can provide, and we can't even see the trick that's being pulled over our eyes. All right. Hey, Jazz. We got travel coming out.
And I was saying a lot of traveling in this energy, and a lot of traveling at the expense of others. So it's like, if I really be honest, what Spirit is giving me, I'm saying like a leader, right? A leader. And it's like he's like, I say he, so it's like a masculine energy, but it's a feminine energy at the same time. And this is like a leader. And like, I don't know, I don't really want to dig into it, how I'm seeing it, because I don't want to make the reading just be lopsided. But I do see.
I'm seeing a person that persuades people with money.
Yes.
Someone persuades people with money, and it can be young people, and this could be an older person. It's really kind of sick what I see here.
Come on.
Imagine thinking you hit the jackpot because you done caught you a sugar daddy or whatever you call it.
But you got a demon, though.
It's a whole demon here. You don't even know the practices that this person does behind a closed door. See, God knows the evil that people do in the confinement of their own home, but maybe you don't. There's a lot of people that do a lot of ritualistic things, and I know everybody that a lot of my Christian folks, we like to they like to kind of want to run away from the word ritual, but think about it. Everything's ritualistic. Even your birthday, you have a celebration on your birthday. That's a ritual. When a baby's born, you have a baby shower. That's a ritual. I mean, like, that's what someone's doing here, but they're using rituals in an evil way. I don't know. There could even be like some kind of energy harvesting or something going on. Some kind of sex trafficking is what I'm picking up. It's a lot of young girls on this car with a lot of money going around.
Yep, it is.
Okay?
It is.
If you have a young daughter, talk to her about these kind of things. A lot of times we keep things away, but I'm always one of those parents that think that our kids need to know. And I'll tell you, the way these children are nowadays, you don't have to tell them anything. It's like the kids already done taught them, so you might as well have them prepared, right? Because I definitely see something like that here. I don't know, be aware of like parties and things like that.
You know what?
There could be someone trying to spike a drink here or something.
I see this groupie card, and I see screenshots behind the groupies, right? So this could be a person
Blackmail.
They're in the blackmail. They could be coaxing young women or men into situations to get the screenshot.
Mm-hmm.
And they could be actually affecting, that's a psychological attack.
Mm-hmm.
And a person can actually, if a person is naive to life,
Spell work.
life in general, and you get a screenshot of them, it's amazing what a person does with these kind of things to people. And I'm seeing a leader who does this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of times it's always a person that's influential, right? Just like we know that, we live in a world full of spirits. Now, some of the spirits are of light, and then some of them are of evil, and they're both powerful spirits, right? I don't know. It's something about this powerful spirit here, and it's really disturbing, if I be honest with you. Because I see so many people that literally, material controls them, and they don't even understand the danger that they're in half of the time. And I'm looking at this group of young women that are so naive into what's really happening here.
It's as she talking, and I just wanted to chime in because it's definitely a leader, and this person hold persuasion over young minds. This is what I want y'all to understand though, because it's a few of y'all probably on here now, and you probably up under this particular energy. This energy, this leader, they see destruction on the horizon. But I'm gonna tell you what a false leader does. This is what a false leader does. When a false leader sees destruction on the horizon, they go out of their way to make you think everything is okay. So you could be getting extra gifts, you could be getting extra offers at this time. But the people who suffer when the leader goes down the most is always the ones that's connected to the leader. Because the leader is going to go with the resources, spiritual, natural, right? And a false leader, the first thing that they do when they see destruction on the horizon, they lose all regard for everybody following them.
You know why?
Because they got a self-preservation. That's a law of man. So you can't blame them in that aspect, but you can blame you for being led by somebody like that. When I'm telling you, a false leader, they gonna peep the destruction on the horizon, and everybody underneath them, they ain't gonna warn none of them. They gonna be like, oh, everything is good. Here goes another offer, because when destruction hits, right, it's gonna affect the things that's attached to a false leader. They go down bad, y'all. When the leader go, and the leader done already took his regard back, so he doesn't care. So when you sense that you in with a leader like that, you gotta take the initiative. It reminds me of, and I'm gonna give you this and I'm gonna back out. I watched the movie once, y'all. The name of the movie was called Caligula. And Caligula was an old Roman Caesar, and he was out of his mind, quite possessed by the demonic his whole life. So what happened with Caligula was he got so out of control that the people, the leaders, they was like, if we don't do something about it, he gonna destroy us. So you know what they did? They took him out back and they whacked him real quick, and they took the crown off him and threw it on somebody real fast and did it real undercover. Because, and I labeled them as smart people. See, they knew we got to get rid of Caligula before, if we don't get rid of Caligula, we don't stand a chance. So that's some of y'all that's attached to this leader that we picking up. It feels like a water energy, a scorpion, they telling me, right? So, and when I say a scorpion, it don't gotta be a scorpion. It's just that energy that this leader bears, like 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 that Sean boy, you know. But yeah, you gotta dismantle as a group, and I'm speaking to a group because the nucleus is listening right now, right? You gotta dismantle the leader from an energetic perspective. You gotta take your agreements away first. See, it's not all about slaying them like they did Caligula, taking them out back. We don't live in that kind of world. So if I'm up under a leader and I'm trying to disconnect from them because disaster on the horizon, first I take my prayer off of it. And I reserve my prayer for me. And then I remove my agreement with him. I don't even gotta tell him. I done tell God. I don't agree with that no more. And then you move in the spaces that God is opening for you to get away, because if you stay attached to a leader, when a false leader, when that person hit rock bottom, the turmoil that it's going to cause. I'm seeing people with investigations. I'm seeing people at work, and the energy's running down on them at work. They running through the building trying to escape. I'm seeing all kind of energies attached to this leader and destruction that's coming. And a lot of it has to do with some type of inheritance. Somebody fucked with somebody's inheritance, and as a result of it,
threatening, intimidating, threatened, and bothered. You know, I don't know. This is like, I really don't like this energy because I feel like, this is this person. There's a sick pervert or something over here in this energy. And, this person could be like threatening and intimidating and bothering, and we got to take these things so serious. I was watching something on the timeline, and it was like a young girl that was like murdered by her uncle or something like that because he had impregnated her.
yeah.
We have to pay attention to things going on in our families, and who our children are around, who we are around. Evil is like, evil knows that the time is almost up, so evil is trying to get everything done that evil can do in a little bit of time that's left, because we know evil doesn't prevail, right? So I don't know.
And see, it's like, I know it's a blessing to be beside this woman and be in union with this woman, and also to be on spiritual detail with this woman. And you want me to tell you why? Because the way that we deal with threatening energies is, first of all, things that we feel are above us, we step back and we let God open the door, right? If an energy is threatening, right, it's not to be threatened by anyone, right? Because God is in control. And that's the strongest rhythm I got. God is in control. It doesn't matter, because some people, they are very threatening. They are very intimidated. They get bothered. But from a spiritual standpoint, we got to begin to get strong, y'all. And you got to really begin to stand for something or fall for anything, right? Because people like, and this is not to brag, this is the boast in the spirit of the Lord. I have stood in the face of the most threatening enemy, right? And I can't find no fear. I'm sorry. I was never designed like that, because God made me to fear him. You understand me? Like, it's not on you to look at any man and be threatened by a man. Yeah, danger is very real. But when it comes down to your spirit, you gotta fight for it.
Facts.
Like, if something pushing down on your spirit, you gotta push back, because God said he would defend us, even against our enemies.
That's real, Ooh. Look, this flew out. Move in silence. There are so many people trying to clock your tea, like my kids say. They trying to clock your tea, right? It's like, sometimes you have to just be quiet. Remember, God is picking up everything while you are silent, right? So it's like, you can't tell every move, because, I don't know, it's something, somebody could like, you, all right, you know what I just got? And this is real. And this is so sad. And I feel so bad that I have to deliver this, but I feel like Spirit is really wanting me to say this for somebody. Sometimes people try to figure you out, learn your schedule so they can do things to harm you, right? So there could be someone around that is just trying to know your schedule so they know a good time to attack whatever it is they're trying to attack. So move in silence, okay? There's something about that here. Hustling, make it rain, focus, getting money, getting to it. Yeah, I feel like you're doing this. I feel like you're hustling, and this could be an energy that you were very close to or something. But I feel like you're focused on you right now, I feel like I'm talking to a person, you were shocked by some of the things you found out even happened. See, because you are a person, you don't mess with spell work. You don't believe in dark things. You don't do dark things. You participate in things of light. Now, I'm not saying you're a perfect person. You make flaws. You might even cuss a little bit. But what I'm saying is your intentions are pure. Your intentions are not to hurt people. Your intentions are not to cause people pain and things of that nature. And so you weren't aware of what the people you were associating with, the things that they were doing. You had no idea that just because you don't go in the kitchen and cook up spell work, that sister girl down the street, she does. See, she believes in doing love spells. She doesn't believe in the energy of prayer, but you do. Right? So that's how you continue to fool the enemy, because you continue to pray while, your ops, they go and they cook up spell work, and they do love spells, and they do all kinds of other things, and they go and conjure up all these different kind of energies, and you just pray. So I don't know, keep hustling, keep making it rain, stay focused. I'm very disturbed by this energy over here. So if you have a young child, man or woman, girl or boy, whatever it is, and you're feeling something shady about this child and an adult, this could definitely be confirmation, because there's something sick here. There's a very sick energy. There's a very narcissistic energy. There's a very controlling energy. If I didn't want to say so myself, I would say a damn demon.
It's crazy because somebody's suffering from abdominal, and it's spiritual. Like somebody, I'm picking up on some karmic energies, and I really don't deal with those kind of ancestors when they come through. But I'm gonna spit a little bit out. First of all, I'm seeing somebody in the energy of fear about the inevitable. Somebody's dealing with stomach issues and chest issues, right? And this is a karmic person.
Well, when we frustrate the grace of God, we can have internal pain.
Yeah, and plus entities, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Entities, they can actually get into your body and live inside of your body, right? To the point where you subjugated, to the point where that demon live in your bowel area, like your lower extremities, and that's where spirits harbor and manifest.
Sacral energy, right? That's why, think about all of the times, like I know you guys had to experience this, we all have, right? Think about the low vibrational people you may have had intercourse with, right? A low vibrational person, a lot of times the main thing that they're good at is sex, right? So they keep you in this place right here, and you become stuck and bound because your sacral energy is how you manifest things.
Yes.
Right.
And it also is the ruler of your confidence. Mm-hmm. So if somebody's always pounding into your sacral energy, they taking away your confidence to move. This is why women who allow men to do that, when the men leave, the woman is disturbed. Your whole biorhythm is disturbed. It's because your chakra area is being like whacked all out of alignment. Like a woman should be guarding her sacral energy, particularly from those kind of men, right?
That's true. So we got learning to love myself. I choose to see the beauty in me. My wealth lies in my nature and potential. I transform my weaknesses into my strengths. I realize that I am a being of light, and I allow myself to shine. You guys know I like to leave on positive energy, especially that disturbing stuff. So I'm always going to leave something vibrational, right? So continue to learn to love on yourself, The only way to truly love another person is to love you first, right? Allowing God to love you, harmony. I open myself to the divine being within. I am the image of God. Thus, I have the power to bring light into my life. I turn any kind of darkness in me into something beautiful. Okay, so someone's doing shadow work, right? In the absence of resentment, anger, and doubt, I find harmony. So your life is coming into like perfect balance, divine balance, alignment, I'm hearing that some of you even found like the yin to your yang, or the yang to your yin, There's a lot of people like, you are reconnecting with like your past life lovers, past life friends, We got the calm. I breathe. live and grow the light within me. I do one thing at a time, and I focus on the present moment. I cast off all doubts, all fears, and I find peace in my inner being, right? So someone's understanding to go within so that you never have to go without, right? It's like you're learning that if you go within and really work on yourself, then the work you do on the inside, it will radiate out. That's beautiful for you. You know? I love that energy for you. I would say moving forward, continue to allow your light to shine. Continue to work on control. Controlling yourself is the most important thing. It is one of the hardest things to do, but allowing yourself to learn control really allows you to become a self-master. Like that kind of energy. Evil wants to provoke you to do things so that you put the charge on your own self. And when you are a spiritual being, you have to remember you're held to a different kind of accountability than everybody else. You have a certain knowledge and a certain knowing that makes you held to a higher level of accountability. So if homegirl or homeboy comes up and they get to talking crazy to you, you have to be that one that rises above the occasion to calm things down. Even though you could be a person that's a responder, you could have a hot temper, right? But you got to learn how to simmer that thing down because you have a job to do for divinity, right? And sometimes you just have to keep going. You just have to keep moving. You just have to keep praying, have to keep going, have to keep moving sometimes, right? When life gets hard, when the challenges come, just know that it's going to be all right. And sometimes you just have to keep going. You just have to keep moving.
Sometimes.
You just have to keep praying, have to keep smiling, have to keep moving.
Sometimes.
Life gets it be life and stuff. So, when life gets to life, and you just got to be fighting through.
Hey, man, I'm one that's I'm going to tell you like it is. I'm going to move out of love. I'm a spiritual warrior.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes I do come off agitated. And a lot of times it's only because of the energy that I feel on the other side of the screen. Cause people out there taking justice for a joke. And it ain't no joke about it, right? I'm the type of person bro, sis, I'm not about doom and destruction and misfortune or none of that. But I'm about balance and equilibrium. When you see that right there, that's me. My demonstration is the scales of justice. I don't want nobody money. I don't want nobody fortune and fame. I want what comes the right way, right? And you should too. And I'm gonna tell you, in that energy, as a divine seed, you gotta learn this right here. When you in entanglement with an energy that's trying to sacrifice you on many levels, you about to wax violent and sacrifice it. That's real. Because it's too many people, it's too many of us. We sit up under energies that's trying to sacrifice us, and we want to fight with it. No, sacrifice it. It's like you or it. Cut it off. Move yourself away from it. Begin to speak against it, right? One of the strongest defenses is no. Where it used to be, oh yeah. Make that a firm no. I ain't feeling that. That ain't gonna end well, right? Because sometimes leaders, false leaders, they get to moving on the energy of the people that agree with them. Because the false leaders, as a leader myself that lead in the light, I can tell you about the lack of confidence in dark rulers. I see it in them. They not as confident as they seem. It's all a scam. Because you know why? A man that's in spiritual turmoil, he can't be strong. You feel me? I know some of these people, they go and summons these ancestors, right? And they don't know what they doing. Because half the people, they suffering from the backlash of summoning ancestors that done turned on them. because it's just not the way that you go about doing things, right? And like I say, if you're a person, because there's a lot of my light workers, man, you in the dark, you know, probably went in the wrong way. Time to be about a little money, you know, be about a little, you know. I'm telling you, man, if something is trying to sacrifice you on a certain level, you have to wax violent in your spirit and be strong enough to sacrifice it.
That's right.
Us, not them.
That's right. You know? Make sure you guys go to our page and check out your zodiac reading. We are about to post Pisces and Aquarius now. So go check out your zodiac reading. Make sure you guys tell a friend to tell a friend. And don't forget, if you love the video, to leave your girl and your boy a thumbs up. If you like the video, we would ask that you subscribe to the page. Okay, hit the bell notification so that you're notified when we go live. We are Elemental Beings on TikTok as well. We'll probably be going there live later. We love you guys so much. We appreciate everyone that has been rocking with us. We catch you next time.